Proverbs 1:2-33. The Proverbs of Shalom, son of Daud, sovereign of Yasharahla, for knowing wisdom and discipline, for understanding DaBaRa, the words of understanding, for receiving the discipline of wisdom, righteousness, right ruling, and straightness, for giving insight to the simple, knowledge and discretion to the young. The wise one hears and increases learning, and the understanding one gets wise counsel. For understanding a proverb and a figure, DaBaRa, to the wise and their riddles. The fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and discipline. My son, heed the discipline of your father, and do not forsake HaTorah of your mother, for they are a fair wreath on your head, and chains about your neck. My son, if sinners entice you, do not give in. If they say,
"Come with us, let us lie in wait for blood, let us ambush the innocent without cause, let us swallow them alive like Shaul, and entirely like those going down to the pit. Let us find all precious goods. Let us fill our houses with spoil. Cast in your lot amongst us. Let us all have one purse."
My son, do not walk in the way with them. Keep your foot from their path, for their feet run to evil, and they hurry to shed blood. For in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, but they lie in wait for their own blood. They ambush their own lives. Such are the ways of everyone greedy for gain. It takes away the life of its owners. Wisdom calls aloud outside. She raises her voice in the broad places. At the head of the noisy streets, she cries out. At the opening of the gates, in the city, she speaks her words. How long, you simple ones, would you love simplicity? And the scoffers delight in their scoffing, and fools hate knowledge. Turn in my reproof. See, I pour out my ruach on you. I make my DaBaRa known to you. Because I called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no one inclined. And you spurned at my counsel and would not yield to my reproof. Let me also laugh at your calamity. Mock when your dread comes. When your dread comes like a storm, and your calamity comes like a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, let them call on me, but I answer not. Let them seek me, but not find me. Because they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahuwah. They did not accept my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore, let them eat the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own counsels. For the turning away of the simple kills them, and the complacency of fools destroy them. But whosoever listens to me dwells safely, and is at ease from the dread of evil. HaLaLU, Yahuwah. Chapter 2. My son, if you come to serve Yahuwah, prepare your soul for temptation. Set your heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that you may be increased at your last end. Whatsoever is brought upon you, take cheerfully, and be patient when you are changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help you. Order your way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear Yahuwah, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear Yahuwah, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear Yahuwah, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahuwah and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For Yahuwah is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful. In my own words, having pity for, and forgives sins and saves in the time of affliction. Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goes two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believes not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will ye do when Yahuwah shall visit you? They that fear Yahuwah will not disobey his DaBaRa, his word. And they that love him will guard his DaRa, his ways. They that fear Yahuwah will seek that which is well-pleasing unto him. And they that love shall be filled with HaLaLU. They that fear Yahuwah will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of Yahuwah and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. HaLaLU, Yahuwah. Proverbs 2:1-22. My son, if you accept my words and treasure up my commands with you, so that you make your ear attend to wisdom, incline your heart to understanding. For if you cry for discernment, lift up your voice for understanding. If you seek her as silver and search for her as hidden treasures, then you would understand the fear of Yahuwah and find the knowledge of Yahuwah YaUaMa, for Yahuwah gives wisdom. Out of his mouth come knowledge and understanding, and he treasures up stability for the straight, a shield for those walking blamelessly, to watch over the paths of right ruling, and the way of his loving committed ones he guards. Hallelujah, Yahuwah. Then you would understand righteousness and right ruling and straightness, every good path. For wisdom would enter your heart, and knowledge be pleasant to your being. Discretion would guard you. Understanding would watch over you, to deliver you from the evil way, from the man who speaks perversities. Those who leave the path of straightness, to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil. They delight in the perversities of evil, whose paths are crooked. And they are perverted in their ways, to deliver you from the strange woman, from the foreigner who flatters with her words, who forsakes the companion of her youth, and has forgotten HaBarayah of her Alua, for her house has sunk down to death, and her paths to the dead. None going into her does return, nor do they reach the paths of life. So walk in the way of goodness, and guard the paths of righteousness, for the straight shall dwell in the earth, and the perfect be left in it. But the wrong shall be cut off from the earth, and the treacherous ones plucked out of it.